Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my vlog. It's February already, so 1 month has passed since it turned 2018 and just so fast. So I tried to get rid of my holiday fat, but it's been tough. I heard people say that you don't see any like obese fat people in Japan. Why is that? So I wanted to give you the answer today. There are big, like huge people in Japan also. Maybe not like to as obese as, like, let's say, you can't walk, you need a wheelchair, or okay, let's say the sumo wrestlers, like that's the max you probably see. And is it genetic? I don't know, but I don't like promoting like being skinny is the good thing. That's one thing that I don't like about like Japan, like especially women. They have to be so skinny. Some people are not meant to be skinny. Maybe we talked about this before. Maybe it's just my big issue. Some people are, even better looking, like, some celebrities like Beyonce and J-Lo. I can't imagine them being skinny, and they're curvy, then they're like so sexy and they look so beautiful. So I don't follow the idea that the skinnier the better. So if you live in Japan, or if you go to Japan, they might have a tendency that, you want to be as small as possible, but don't believe in that. But I understand that you want to be in this range, like healthy range, so that, you don't have any trouble in day-to-day life. And also, as you grow older, the weight, it's not like 100%, but in a lot of times it contributes to health issues. So I wanted to introduce you some of the habits that we have that are probably the contributor to people staying slim. Okay, number one, of course, food. And contrary to what the popular belief is here in Los Angeles, we don't eat sushi every day. No, we don't eat sushi, like not even like every week, unless you live in one of those like town or area, or you work at the sushi place, or your parents own a sushi restaurant, maybe. But normally, okay, maybe once in a week, including like, you get like a little like lunch pack of like 5 sushi and stuff at the convenience store. Then maybe, but normally don't. But we love variety. We don't just want like vegetables. We want meat, we want fish, we want this and that, and also variety in the kinds of cuisine. We want Japanese, we want Chinese, we want Italian, French, this and that. You find so many different kinds of restaurants in Japan, and I'm telling you, Japanese Italian is great. I hate to say this, but I probably have better Italian restaurants than in America. Oops, I said that. So having different cuisines, it naturally you'll be eating a lot of different ingredients too. I know like older generation, like my parent generation, they tend to stay with like Japanese food, and here and there they have like Western food sort of. For me, I guess I love Japanese food, don't get me wrong, but I'm not, when I eat a lot of salt, I can feel that, I feel bloated, and Asian food tend to use a lot of salt, I think. So I love to switch around. Then also, I quickly mentioned the convenience store, it might contribute. Compared to what we have in LA, I think convenience store is better option for like late night snacks, or what else, like the last minute meal. Because here, if you have a craving at night, or if you're working late and you're coming home like 10 p.m., you don't feel like you don't want to cook at home. It's gonna take a while, and somewhere or the restaurants are kind of closed, mostly closed for pickup takeouts. Maybe then you end up doing the drive-through of fast food restaurants. Or if you go to, I realize that those are supermarkets, they don't really have to variety of to go. I mean, during the daytime they have nice salad bars and there's delis, but at night they close. But if you go to convenience store in Japan, which you can find every corner, well, mostly, almost, yeah, I don't think I'm exaggerating. Like basically one in every few blocks you'll find convenience stores. They have like variety of like little packs of ready to eat meal, and they're not bad at all, and they have good stuff with the all the nutrition, and they're more balanced than like eating burger and fries and coke, you know. So I think that's another contribute. It's that can be a reason that Japanese people kind of stay slim in this like chaotic work hours and stuff. However, that can work on the opposite side too. They have like really good sweets. They do. And I mean, they're not huge. They usually come in small packs, so they're not that bad probably, but they're like, oh my god, their sweets are so good. So they're good, but they also have bad sides, so be careful. Not, you don't have to go there every night and buy stuff. Yeah. And also, I don't think I think like Japanese people, like sweet drinks or sodas as much as here in the States. I don't remember drinking soda that much. Actually, I'm just sipping a sparkling like water right now. I just don't like sugary taste in my mouth too much. And for example, like when you go to Starbucks, I mean they're smaller, so I like those like a little like frozen, what do you call it? Frozen coffee, blended ones with the cream on top, and I love those, but I get them like smaller. It's like eating a cake for me. But I see a lot of people like order this gigantic thing. Then it's pretty much the calorie of a regular dinner. So thinking like that, what you drink also is important. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm lucky that in a way that I'm not into sodas right now. I mean, they have a lot of sugars, and if I'm taking in sugars, I'd rather go for cakes and ice creams. This is the most important part. Portions. Yes. They eat more often, I think. I mean, of course, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there's like a tea time. People usually follow that tea time, like snacks, and then maybe at the end of the night after dinner they have like a little dessert time. So a lot of people say it's better to have a smaller meal and then more often than like having a big gigantic meal a day, which I personally, I would like to have maybe like 2 big meals a day, not 3, because I love the feeling that, oh, I ate. If I do it 3 times a day, or like even 4 or 5 times a day, I'll be like, so. But normally, that's a better option, a smaller meal. And even like, what we do is that we don't do 1 plate meal normally. Even if you 1 plate, you got variety. It's not just steak and potato, that's it. Like, you gotta have a lot of things. But usually, we have like small plates, little things, and I have like salad, soup, if it's a Western, the vegetable dish, some kind of dish, something else, and then maybe like a main plate. You have like 5, 6 different ones. And what it does is visually, it gives you the satisfaction. It's like, oh, I'm eating this much. So it takes time to go from in here to here. If it's one plate, it's next to each other. And each portion is like a little, small thing. Okay. So that was food, our main cause. And I think exercise is also a factor. However, we don't, nowadays the gym is getting popular, but not that much as not as popular as in here. Here people like there are a lot of gym rats, right? Gym rats. And also there are a lot of like different kinds of exercise you follow through. And I think Japanese people tend to find what they can do in their daily life. For example, they walk a lot. I mean, I walked a lot when I was in Japan. I mean, I had to. I was taking trains and buses. And I think you're more encouraged to do walking. Maybe here, for example, like a lot of people from here to like a few blocks away, we just drive to get a milk from a supermarket. But if it's only like 5-10 minutes, we just walk. Yeah, so that might be a small thing, but in 1 year, like how much time do you spend walking? That's a big time to exercise, right? So let's do small things. Take stairs. A lot of walking. That's a key. Yes. And the last thing is, I think it's a social pressure. Like I said, women are supposed to be kind of skinny, petite, so that's a pressure as well. However, in not just mental pressure, because if you go over certain sizes, like we don't have clothes, because when I was in high school, I was big, like put 30 pounds on this. Yeah, I was pretty big. I had no clothes to wear. Seriously, I had to buy guys like jeans and like a big shirt to cover myself. If I go to a women's place, I can go to maybe like plus sizes in department store, which was rare. You have those. So they're expensive, they're not very pretty and all that. So I think, I mean, yes, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, but if you have that thing that fits you, like you would never be even like motivated to lose weight, I think. So it's good and bad, the social pressure, but if the obesity is a problem in the States, and if they want to keep them in a certain range, we have to just think about a way. And this is what they do in Japan. Good, bad, I don't know. But since somebody asked me a question, I just give you my answer. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in my next vlog.